Hi, everybody. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a spiritual coach and I teach family constellations, which is a really cool method of taking on energies and having your nervous system totally adopt the feelings, thoughts, emotions, habits, body language of whatever it is you're taking on. So, multiple times in my training, and as well as probably between 10 to 15 times in my one-on-one clients, I've taken on the role of money. Money sessions are my favorite sessions. I love them so much because they take the power away from themselves and they put it back on you. It's always a projection. However you feel about money, your money stories of I'm not good enough, money always comes but then it goes, or I can never seem to have enough, or when I get paid, I get like 20 unexpected bills. All of that stuff is your stuff. Money is like super duper duper does not give a shit. You can be rich, you can be poor, it feels the same towards everyone. It goes wherever it's invited. It goes wherever it's invited. Say that to yourself. Money goes wherever it's invited. If you don't invite money in, money won't come. You know that you're inviting money in based on your stories around it. So if you have a story literally that money's not around, that's what you're going to create. It's not your fault. Money has more trauma, I think, than sex does because it's wrapped up in intergenerational stories, narratives, cultural beliefs. It is hugely, hugely, hugely abused throughout history. And lastly, it has lots of other things connected to it. So money can be connected to beauty because you can only get certain products and then you to keep up your looks, and money can be connected to health because you can only eat certain foods if you're able to afford them or pay for a gym membership. Because money is the thing that fuels all it is. It's like a river. It just kind of flows and fuels things. It's connected to everything. And therefore, it's really charged because any area that you didn't look at yet in your life, you can blame money and point as money as the problem. That's my cat. I don't know if you can hear her. She's agreeing with me. So that was one thing is like money always says you're allowed to have me and all you have to do is invite me. The second thing that I always see taking on money is that it agrees with your values, which is really cool because I have been money for religious people. I have been money for communists. I have been money for um, capitalists and CEOs. I've been money for a lot of different types of people. And every time I've taken on money, it has a little bit of a different personality to it because it's relating to each person differently. And its values shift based on who the person is talking to. So I had one session um, where money was just going on and on about community and sharing and creating an equal exchange between people and giving opportunity and making sure that friends are supporting one another. And I've taken on money for another person, and money turned into security and safety. And I've taken on money for a third person, and it's opportunity and possibility and excitement. It all depends on who the person is. Money will always shift to your values. Another thing that I loved about money is that it wants to be used and it wants to be used wisely. Money is very fast. It has a fast energy, it has a flow energy. It's like river water. It looks for where there's channels for it. So for some people, that looks like spending, but for other people, that looks like investing. Money goes wherever you point it to go. So money's always coming in if you invite it. Once you invite it, it's going to go wherever you point it to go. It's going to go exactly to what your values are. But if you don't use it, then you lose it. If you don't use your money, then you're going to, it's all those unexpected bills are going to happen. Um, all those mishaps, all those things happen because money wants to be exchanged. Money's essence is movement, connection, and being part of the world. Training, basically. It wants, that's its essence. It doesn't feel good when it's stagnant. Think of like a pond that there's no moving water in it. It gets algae, it gets gross. Money wants to move. It wants to keep, and it will go wherever it's invited. So if you don't have a plan for your money, it's going to get lost, or it's going to get stagnant and stale, and then it's going to have icky energy to it. Think about like the aunt that has $1 million, but she's super stingy and it's just in her account and she like is rigid about it. And then the money doesn't feel good even. That's what happens to money. So I'm not saying go and buy yourself an airplane. I'm saying give it places to go. And that could be investments. That could be retirement funds. That's great. Money has a purpose. It's happy. You just want to make sure that you're having intention around it. So super, super important. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that money taught me. There's so many little moments there. Money doesn't think that you're unworthy. Money has never, ever, ever, ever thought that. And I've been money so many times, and I've never looked around the room and thought, not him, not him, not her, not them. I've never thought that. It was always whoever invites me, I'll come. So trust that when you invite money in, two, you separate it from other things. It's not about your marriage. It's not about your mom and dad. It's not about your culture. It's not about going shopping or beauty or your history. All of that separated from. It's not about, or it is about giving it a plan, giving it movement, giving it function. And lastly, it's not about your worth. Take your worth out of it. When you contribute, it comes. When you contribute to the world, when you align with your values and you contribute, money will come easier. Money will flow to you. When you have a plan for the money, when you have a vision of where you want your money to go, it will flow to you and it will stay with you. Oh, this was the last thing. So important. So freaking important. I can't believe I almost forgot. Bless your money. When you give your money to something, bless it. When you get money, bless it. If you received money in a way that didn't feel good, either the person begrudgingly gave it to you, or it was money that, we don't know where that money has been, or whatever it is. It used to be easier because there was cash, but now it's all just numbers. When you receive money, bless it. If it doesn't feel totally right for you, double bless it. What does blessing mean? Just having an intention there, saying thank you, clearing it from its past owners, telling the money you're going to use it for other beautiful things. When I started doing that, like almost stopped having unexpected bills. It still happens sometimes, but it's really not as bad as it used to be. And also, I feel better about holding my boundaries because I know that I also have the ability to transform the energy of money. So if somebody needs to pay me, they might not necessarily want to, or if somebody owes me money, but like I'm having a hard time receiving it or whatever it is, and I have to ask twice and then it's awkward and blah, blah, blah. Like blessing it, it's just like, okay, we're just bringing it back to that neutral energy. So, anyways, respect your money, respect yourself. Money doesn't really give a shit about your stories. It's happy to go wherever it's invited. And transform money. If you feel that people have abused money until now, be the change. Now use money in beautiful ways. Have money be something that's funding gorgeous things in this world. Have money fund things that you believe in. Have money be the thing that helps create more in your life. Because if you have values that you really believe in, but you're holding yourself away from money, the whole world is not becoming better because your values are not being exemplified in the world. If you have a value of giving charity to orphanages, but you also don't feel good about receiving money, an orphanage is only going to get like $100 over the course of the year from you. But if you let yourself receive money and you let yourself live by your values, and you also open yourself up to transforming money into a beautiful neutral energy, that orphanage is going to get thousands of dollars. So stop it. Like just let yourself transform it. It's okay. This is what our reality right now has money in it. This is how we exchange. So why not be a huge funnel for an exchange that's going to purify the world and deepen our values? Anyways, that was a long one. Hope everyone's having a great week.